Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going over Spidops EX. A friend of mine really wanted me to play this. I think he's trying to convert me from being aggro into control, or at least get me more experience with it. I like aggro, but this deck can be very fun, but also very boring. Spidops says your opponent's active Pokemon has 1 retreat cost more. It's kind of nice. So say you take something that uses Heavy Baton, and well, now it's a 5 retreat cost, and Heavy Baton no longer works. Its attack, 1 grass, 1 colorless, does 90, and it also does 30 more for every blip in their retreat cost. So something with a 5 retreat cost is 90 plus 150. The more Spidops you have, the more blips they have. Venomoth is the main attacker until you're ready to start really taking KOs. Venomoth says for 1 grass, Perplexing Powder, 30, and your opponent's Pokemon is confused, and I don't think they can retreat. Don't quote me on that. Bidoof is just there for the early game draw engine. We love draw engines. We love Bidoof. I am going to be so incredibly sad when it is gone. And we have the Radiant Alakazam. Once we start putting 30 down on their Pokemon that can't escape, well, then we just keep putting that 2 energy, or excuse me, that 2 damage onto something else, slowly taking out a Squawkabilly, slowly taking out Luminion, slowly adding enough energy, or enough damage to a Pokemon for Spidops to KO. The Manaphy there, definitely got to protect your bench. Judge is my favorite card in this. Judge and Iono are great. They're just going to reset their hand, and they're just going to find it hard and frustrating to get out of active and get things rolling. Boss, when they start to get close, boss something up, keep it inactive, trap it, good to go. And the 1 research is there to dump your hand that is trash and get 7 more. You've got your Crushing Hammers to keep things low. So say they've got a Luminion, 1 prize, or 1 retreat cost. You've got 2 Spidops on the bench. Now it's a 3 retreat cost. Well, they start slowly putting things on, or they put a double turbo on. Crushing Hammer, get rid of it. Keep them at a low energy count so they can't retreat. Buddy-Buddy Poffin is kind of there. The one thing that really helps this deck and kind of really crushes those fast basic aggro decks, like Roaring Moon, like Comfy, because they like to retreat, is your Calamitous Wasteland. Any basic non-fighting Pokemon have 1 retreat cost more. So Calamitous Wasteland plus 2 Spidops, that's plus 3. You're making things that have 1 retreat cost, 4 retreat cost. And you're also keeping your bench hopefully kind of clear so that you don't have too many Spidops. I like the Legacy Energy. It's going to turn a Spidops into a 1 prizer, so even if you attack with it and you're not ready, or you don't have something ready, you can Legacy Energy to Spidops, and, well, you only get 1. You only take 1 prize. I really like this deck. I don't like this deck, though. I find this deck incredibly boring. It's super repetitive. You're going to have a lot of the same turns. But that's my playstyle. This deck, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, is not for someone to win with. It's more to frustrate your opponent, and honestly, I think it's more designed to have them concede. But this deck goes slow, so they concede the first game. It's a control deck. They concede the first game if you're in a match. They concede the first game, and then guess what? You just stall out until you win the second, until you win or run out of time, and then there's nothing they can do about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, Raging Bolt. So with this, we don't mind going first. The Nest Ball for another Venonat, because we want to get that down as fast as possible. And we can end our turn. If they knock us out, we can go ahead and counter catcher the Ogerpon. If they don't knock us out, that's okay. We will more than likely Ultra Ball away. We will more than likely Ultra Ball away the counter catcher, and whatever we draw so that we can get the Venonat going, we'll Bibarel down, and then we'll Iono. Depending on what they get. So they threw away the switch card. They do the Teal Dance. Teal Dance is good for grass. Okay, gets the Squawk down. Squawk's going to help quite a bit. Squawk sees. This might get them their Sada. If they get the Sada, we are donezo. Okay, another Teal Dance. Okay. Okay. And does not get a Sada. Okay. So we actually could be okay here. Okay, goes and gets Greninja. Greninja will get him another 2 cards. So far, so good for them. Okay. Really digging for that Sada. Nest Ball for another Raging Bolt. I'm guessing they got the Sada. They did. Okay, so with this, we'll be able to do plenty of what we want. We will probably still get rid of counter catcher, but it will depend on what we get. I know we want a Venonat. I can say that much. Okay, Pokemon catcher, and they get heads, so they'll pull up the Bidoof. And they'll knock out our Bidoof. This makes it kind of easier for us. It almost makes it easier for us. Now we'll drop the Venonat up. Okay, we get the Venomoth, so we're happy with that. We can then go ahead and counter catcher up the Radiant Greninja, and we can then Iono. Okay, we've got a Spidops, Grass Energy. We can then go ahead and Buddy-Buddy for another Bidoof and another Tarountula. And then we will Perplexing Powder. Probably thinking they can retreat, not remembering about Spidops. Venonat, we're going to be pretty fine. Teal Dance, probably now really kind of digging for another switch cart, I would guess. And they pass turn. Okay, the Buddy-Buddy, we're okay with that. Right now, we will go ahead and just Professor's Research. Okie dokie. We got another that there. We can go ahead and drop that. I don't mind dropping the Iono. We can go ahead and get ourselves another Spidops, which just prolongs the inevitable for them. Another Spidops, gonna make it even harder. We'll go ahead and Nest Ball into a Radiant Alakazam. Radiant Alakazam. We'll move to here. And we will use Perplexing Powder. And they pass turn. Not really having a whole lot that they can do. We will then go ahead and Painful Spoons. From here onto the Squawkabilly. And then we will judge them. Down to 4. Okie dokie. don't mind. We can always throw that on the Spidops and Perplexing Powder. Perplexing Powder. Say that 5 times fast. Tell me you're not going to mess up a little bit. Gets a Crushing Hammer. Don't mind that. And we get the heads. I don't mind getting rid of it from here. That's a lightning energy. I take that back. We'll back out. I don't mind getting rid of it from here. We can then go ahead and move 2 more onto that. It's a little easier to get to. And with that, we can judge. Okay. Do another one. No. Do another one. Yes. We can go ahead and get rid of it from here. Don't mind throwing this on this Venonat. And then we'll go ahead and keep just slowly whittling them away. And they pass turn. And we get the Bibarel. So the Bibarel goes down. We now have that online. We can move this up to here. We can Bibarel for 5 whole cards. Calamitous Wasteland's fun. We can go ahead and drop Calamitous Wasteland. We can go ahead and Pal Pad. I don't mind getting 2 more judges. And then we can go ahead and hit them for Perplexing Powder. And they'll pass turn. Gets another Venonat. We will go ahead and get this. Healing that off. Putting it more there. We can go ahead and... We don't want to use it quite yet. So we'll go ahead and Bibarel. Okay. Super Rod. What do we have? We have 3 Pokemon. Okay. We can hold off on for it. And we can go ahead and Perplexing Powder. Trapping the Greninja inactive. Okay, we've got another Venomoth. We'll go ahead and move more damage from Radiant Greninja. And we can go ahead and Perplexing Powder. Kind of, I'm guessing they're waiting and they're kind of digging, waiting to see what they can get. This is a slow deck. This is a deck that really is just kind of here to stall you out, bother you, get you kind of ready to and move on. Okay, gets a Vitality. Just keep digging. Get 3 more cards. I am guessing. Okay, so they'll Pokestop. Look, they are digging for that extra switch card. Currently, this Radiant Greninja is sitting at 3. 3 retreat cost, I should say. Currently sitting at 3 retreat cost. We've got a boss. Okay, we can go ahead and move Painful Spoons off of here. Just drop that there. I don't mind because we can get the, we could potentially, yep, get the Ultra Ball, we can get rid of our Buddy-Buddy Poffin and this Venonat. Kind of seeing what we have left in deck. Okay. Done there. And we will go ahead and Perplexing Powder. It's a slow game. It's a slow deck, but it's really there to kind of troll. You're really kind of there to upset and get them miffed at you. It is not a deck that is designed to. It's a deck designed to kind of control them and kind of move damage as you need. Okay, it's another Crushing Hammer. And we do not get it. That's fine. We will now go ahead and move the 20 from here onto Squawk. We will get 2 prize cards out of it. We get another Judge. And then we will go ahead and use our Judge. Just frustrating them even more. What we can do now is we can retreat. We'll get rid of the double turbo. Show this again. Into the Venomoth. We'll switch into the Venomoth. And we will go ahead and Perplexing Powder for 30. There's not a whole lot that this Greninja can do. We're just going to slowly, over time, whittle everything down. Goes ahead and attaches. Does need 3 attached to it. Sitting there trying to decide what they are going to do with this. Poltegeist. Okay, Poltegeist. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Okay, no problem. This is not an attack. So we'll go ahead and just move it over there. We can then Hisuian Heavy Ball just to see what we have in here. We have a Venonat. That's fine. It can stay there. And we will go ahead and would like to, but we'll go ahead and Perplexing Powder. Sinistcha. Okay, what do you do? Drop 4 damage counters in any way you like. Discard up to 3 energy cards from your Pokemon. Okay. Looking at it. Okay. Just trying to figure out what they can do. Okay, we'll go ahead and add we'll add that. So now the Radiant Greninja is a 4 cost. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move more Painful Spoons. We'll move the 20 over to the Sinistcha. And we can go ahead and Perplexing Powder. Let's look at our trainers. We have 1 Judge in there. That's fine. And they'll pass turn. Their whole goal is to potentially lock us out or to have us deck out. We have plenty of cards. We'll go ahead and move that there. And we can go ahead and Perplexing Powder. We can retreat. Getting rid of that. Into the Spidops. We will bring this here. And Spidops will do 270 damage. And we have our Legacy Energy. Legacy Energy is going to be fantastic. I'll tell you why. See, unless they have the... Okay, I don't know why they didn't put... Well, I guess unless they're looking for the Sada. Looking for their last Sada. Let's see what they do. Energy Retrieval. Okay, no big deal. Gets the Lightning Energy probably going to knock out this Spidops. I'm not going to lie to you. I know we've got another boss in here. It would be cool to just boss and then KO the Greninja. Okay. Legacy Energy down. Just to add insult to injury, or really to make sure that we have enough for the KO. And here we go. Spidops. Knocks out. And there you go. And there you have it. Spidops and Venomoth. I personally do not like this deck because I find it incredibly boring. It is super repetitive and it's super slow, and my brain just wants to go, go, go. I did not mean to rhyme, but hey, things happen. I like the Legacy Energy in this. It didn't come in until late game, but sometimes that's how prizing works. But I do like this deck if you're trying to frustrate your opponent. So overall, I think the Calamitous Wasteland is a boon. It's a help in this deck. But a lot of decks do still run Switch and Switch Cart, and you're going to find it hard to trap something inactive. Luckily, we have one prize Pokemon, potentially a 0 prize with that Legacy Energy, and we can slowly over time whittle away their resources to nothing. And we can start using our bosses, we can start using our counter catchers, and just whittle them down to nothing. And that's kind of what helps with this. We can whittle them down to potentially decking themselves out because they've run out of resources. If you would, though, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help me continue to do this, and please give me suggestions on a deck that you want me to see and a deck you want me to try. I'm always willing to try something new, something different. Just leave it down in the comments. Super helps. Anyway, have fun, stay safe. I love you.